Hello and welcome to the Learning Lab class, Craft and Create, Find Your Next Hobby. My name is Melissa and I'm one of the adult and teen librarians at the Arcadia Public Library. In this class, we're going to be taking a look at the resource Creativebug. And in this video, we're going to be discussing this resource and going over how to log in and the basic navigation. So let's get started. So you'll see that I am on the Arcadia Public Library homepage. This is just arcadiaca.gov/library. And I need to get myself to the e-resources page or the online resources page. So the quickest way to do that is if I scroll down on the home page and find this little box with these blue buttons, and I'm just going to scroll until I get to this online resources button. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to open a new tab up top, and that is going to take me to this e-resources page. Another way to get to this website easily is you can also type in directly www.arcadiaca.gov/e-resources, and it's going to bring you right to this page. So once I'm on this page, I want to scroll down and get to this entertainment section. I'm going to go ahead and click that open. So what exactly is Creativebug? Creativebug is a resource that we offer through the Arcadia Public Library that allows you to watch videos and take classes on a number of arts and crafts and different skills. So it's a great place to learn a new skill in a hobby that you already have, or to even browse around and find a new hobby. They're made professionally and by artists within the field. So it's a really great resource to help you get creative. So we're going to be taking a look at that a little bit more in depth. And Creativebug is the thing that I am looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and also click on that. And that's going to send me over to the Creativebug login page. So you'll notice when you're here that it is different than the regular creativebug.com. The website for this is actually creativebug.com/lib/Arcadia. And that's because we are the ones that are paying for access as opposed to you individually. Creativebug does have available on the market individual subscriptions for purchase, but since you're accessing it with your library card, you're going to want to come to our portal. So you'll notice that the login is right here. It's going to have you enter your library card number or library card barcode and then your PIN. Your PIN is going to be the last 4 digits of the phone number that we have on file for you. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that information, all the letters, all the numbers, and then my PIN. I'm going to go ahead and click login. And if this is their first time creating a login, you're going to need to finish setting up your account. So you'll want to fill out your name and email address and a unique password for the site. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then once you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and click submit. And that will push you into the portal. So there's a lot of information here, but first and foremost, before we jump into deeper navigation, I wanted to bring your attention to the accessibility option that's in the upper right corner. You will want to enable this feature if you want to use the Creativebug website with adaptive technologies such as screen readers or other adaptive technologies. And the way that you turn that on is simply by clicking Enable Accessibility right up here in the right corner. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you'll notice that to our looking at it, not a ton has changed. But on the back end of the website, there's additional things that have been updated so that it works better with adaptive technology. So additional information about accessibility, I'm going to scroll all the way down the page, is going to be down on the very bottom of the page. If you run into any issues while using it or need to contact somebody, this will have the best contact information for that. So I'm going to leave this feature on because it makes it easier for everybody to see where I'm clicking through. but you can turn it on and off as you want just by clicking on this button in the upper right corner. So next, the Creativebug logo in the upper left corner is the button that on any page within this resource, if you click on it, it will bring you back here to this main page. So it's kind of like the home button. So it's just a handy thing to know. There's a couple of different ways to search and browse right in the middle, and we're going to be going over that in a separate video, but you'll notice that there's the search bar up top and these buttons up top, and these are different ways to browse the website. In the upper right corner, there's an icon with a circle. It is going to have the initial of your first name, and I entered test for this account, so it's going to show T. And if I click on that, it's got a number of different menu options. First one is recently watched. That is the videos you've watched. Next is my watch list. These are videos that you've added to your watch later list, and both of these we'll be going over in a separate video. Next is my gallery. So if you choose to upload images of your work and creations, this is one of the places you can access that. Next is community, and this is the social aspect of Creativebug. There will be other users' profiles there, and they may have entered information about themselves. You also have the opportunity to add information about yourself to your profile, but I would encourage you to think critically about what information you share with a company and also on the internet in general. So access my account is where you would access your account information. You absolutely, like I said, don't need to enter any of that information and should think critically about what information you're sharing on the internet. But let me go ahead and click on that. So in my account, it will show your photo if you choose to upload a photo. It'll have your name. I entered test as my first and last name, so that's why that's showing up there. You can enter additional information about yourself in the center here, as well as what you are interested in. This is a place where you can enter your social media platforms if you want to link those. That's up to you. In profile preferences, this is where it allows you to show different aspects of your profile publicly. So if you want to share what you've been watching, if you want to share your gallery, things like that, which we'll go over in the next video. You can turn that on or off here. Your account information is where your email address that you entered goes and where you're also able to update your password. So this will be more important if you want to use the Creativebug app, which we'll be going over in a separate video. If you're just logging in on a computer through the Arcadia library portal, you're not necessarily going to be utilizing this as frequently. And then there's also the billing and subscription information. Your Creativebug subscription is available through the Arcadia Public Library. You're not paying directly for it, so you're not going to have any billing information here. In fact, it says active courtesy of the Arcadia Public Library. All right, so I'm going to head back to the homepage. And again, I just do that by clicking on Creativebug in the upper left corner. That brings me to the homepage. So right in the center, underneath that search bar and all of the different buttons up top, there are 3 tabs. There's Explore, which is the default. Then there's My Classes, and then there's Gallery. And once you start using this resource, the My Classes tab will have information on it. Right now, if we go there, I haven't watched anything in this account yet, and I don't have anything on my watch list, so nothing appears here. But we'll take a look at it again in a later video, and you'll see how things would populate here. Same thing with the gallery. This is where if I wanted to add pictures of my creations, I could do so under my gallery, or I can also browse the community gallery, which are other images that other users have uploaded to show off their work. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and click back at Creativebug, and it bumps me back to that beginning part. If we scroll down a little, it's going to highlight some classes, things that are popular. That is this list, and then some seasonal classes and what's new. So they will have new releases or lookbooks for every month that just kind of feature new arts and crafts projects and other things that are happening at Creativebug. There is a member gallery spotlight. This is also a portal for daily practice, which we'll talk about in a future video. Finally, I just wanted to show you the footer. The footer has a whole bunch of information. It's a different way to browse to get to classes right over here. There's also ways to get to different information about instructors or Creativebug itself. And then there's also the Help Center. So if there's something that you're having trouble doing or you have a question about, this might be a good place to start. They have FAQs and customer support. The other thing that I wanted to bring your attention to is, as a resident of California, you have the right to have companies not sell your information. So any information that you've provided to the company, you can opt out of them selling that information, and you would do so by completing this Do Not Sell My Info form at the bottom here. So that is also something to consider. They also have their social media platforms linked here. So if you want to follow them on any of the social media platforms, you can click on this and it'll take you over to their YouTube, their Pinterest, their Instagram, their Twitter, or their Facebook. And then they also have apps for both Apple and Android devices, and as well as the Apple TV. So if you're interested in utilizing those, these are just quick links to those stores, but you can also directly access the app from the App Store on your mobile device. So that was just a kind of quick overview as to what Creativebug is, how to log in, and some basic navigation. Join us for our next video where we're going to be talking about how to effectively browse and search for the content in Creativebug. Feel free to leave us a comment below or get in touch with library staff if you have any additional questions.